What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video preview. It's hot off the press. It's Boba Deluxe version from the Book of Boba. And when it's available, head over to bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. Uh, I kind of saw this earlier. Somebody posted this in the groups, and they said it's a quarter scale is coming, which does make sense. But boy, look at this diorama base. It's LED as well. So look at those poses. My God. I mean, with how well that Mandalorian turned out, and I do love that quarter scale Mando. Look at this pose right here. I mean, that fire looks legit. Man, I love this Boba. And y'all know I have a newfound respect ever since I got this quarter scale Spider-Man. I see the value in quarter scale. Now, I'm not gonna buy them all because they're really expensive and they command a lot of space. However, in a figure like this, it is almost, you know what, not almost. I would say this is better than a statue. I'll say it. I think Sideshow just announced theirs. Obviously, the statue purist wouldn't like this, but you gotta admit, boy, this looks good. I would even say, again, I would say this is better than the Sideshow version. I don't know which one is going to be more expensive than which. But this head sculpt, compared to the Sideshow one, my God. And the fact that you could change the pose. Somebody like Boba, and this is not like Spider-Man we're talking about, because I do have the quarter scale Spider-Man, which is poseable. Now the question is, do you really want to pose it? Because there's so much risk on, in terms of the suit. If you're going to leave it in one pose for a long period of time, there's a possibility that the suit would damage. Now, on the smaller one, it kind of rebounds back. It heals itself and all that good stuff. Now, we're talking about like a $600 figure. You don't really want to risk it. I get it for Spider-Man. Now, this is Boba. All of his clothing are fabric, so you don't have to worry about that. This guy, you can pose him in any different ways that you want. Change the head sculpt. You're talking about swap outs on a statue. Well, you don't need one here because it is basically a statue / figure. This is where I feel that Hot Toys has an advantage over a statue. Now, you can't replicate, the feel of a statue. Again, if you're a purist, you want that, you don't want the soft goods. You want a specific pose. You're not really a good poser, perhaps. Then, you might want to stick with the statue because that's a pre-made. But looking at these poses, they're not that complicated to achieve. Like this pose right here. I mean, it's very simple. You're standing up, if you can't do that pose, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The guy, when his arms are raised, because Boba has this subtle movements, within him that sets him apart, right? So it is very cool. He has very minimal movement. He raises his arm, puts some flames out of his wrist, and it looks so damn cool. Even this, like this specific pose right here, very simple. We're not talking about Spider-Man here that you see, on different channels and on or pictures on Instagram that are borderline scary to achieve. Like this one is very simple. Again, no fear of leaving him in this kind of pose forever because it's not like you're going to damage the suit. Even this pose right here, very simple. You raise the arm up, you change the hands, you tilt the head a little bit, and you got this cool pose. Back, his back right here. So, I mean, I guess bearing a ridiculous amount of price, it looks like his, I don't know what you call that. Like, is that a skirt? Is that a cape? Is that a scape? A combination of skirt and a cape. I don't know. But it looks like it's wired as well. So it looks like it's flowing in the air. It has all the making of a statue, but you can pose it. One thing on a figure is the joints. Now you can see his wrist, the ball joint on his wrist right there, but you can, move the gauntlet up and you can't see it. Man, this is really tempting. Because you imagine I don't even have the Boba one, but I'm hoping for a sale because historically this quarter scale doesn't sell well, historically. The only thing that would prevent me from doing this is space, because and also price. There's two things, as a matter of fact, price and space. But as far as presence, my God, nothing can beat a quarter scale. I mean, the only thing that can beat a quarter scale is a half scale, or something bigger. But this would command a beautiful piece, on your display. That base is phenomenal. That mm, you can use that for if you got Mando as well. My goodness, that is just a beautiful base. It just sets it apart, in my opinion. It's on top of the figure that is already phenomenal. For whatever reason, I'm looking at this head sculpt right now on the screen, and I feel like the 6 scale is better. I don't know why. There is a cartoonish look in me. Maybe it's just my eyes. I don't know. I'll have to look at it again, but it just feels like the 6 scale is better, which is weird because they do have a bigger canvas, obviously, on a quarter scale. But boy, this is Hot Toys is bringing the heat. Between this Batman, the one that they released with a beautiful base as well. I mean, their quarter scale game, they're just keep on going up. Maybe down the line, if this quarter scale goes free shipping, I have to unload a few Hot Toys though. Not only because of again funds, but these guys are gonna occupy maybe like 2-3 Hot Toys, like a regular 6 scale figure in your display shelf. And not only that, they're gonna be tall, with the base itself, and then you put them on top of the base. But if you are very selective, for example, on you don't like the fact that there's so many 6 scale figures out there, you can change the way you collect and just collect quarter scale. And they don't come in bunches, this quarter scale, but when they do, my God, it is phenomenal. It's, I mean, for the pure presence alone, I guess for photography as well, this is going to be hard because, again, it's big. You have to step back. You got to have a wide angle or a big space. But as far as, if you're a Boba fan or even just a Star Wars fan, it's going to be hard pressed to say no to this guy. But do let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this. I know most of you guys are 6 scale, collector, but is this something that even crossed your mind or even considering? I would love to hear your thoughts. Is it just me? But thank you for watching, guys. Hit that like button. It really does help the channel out. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch, and I will see you guys in the next video.